I'm Timothy Everest MBE, and I'm a big fan of the 39 Club.
Okay, Tim, what is it about this idea of this kind of institution that appeals to you, the 39 Club?
I think it's very important in our industry that we actually all talk to each other. And I think also historically it's important to remember a lot of things that are interesting about the brands and the sort of stories about people getting together. I think too often we keep thinking about newness and nothing's been done better than it is today. Well, actually we can look back to the past and actually sort of reminisce a little bit in a good way without sort of falling asleep in our pints of beer and flagons of wine. I think it's really good to get together.
You'd have encountered in your working life guys who kind of do this for a trade. Are you an admirer of the man who gets on the road to sell you some clobber?
Yeah, they used to come around, and I think it's a shame now because everything's becoming homogenised. A lot of the high street's being taken up by particular people who are buying independents and turning them into their own sort of stores with a common brand. So that days of people turning up with something that would be a surprise has sort of gone. I used to work on Chiltern Street with Malcolm Levine, and he was quite an interesting character, quite colourful, could be a little bit difficult, taught me a lot. But one of the things he did teach me is if someone had the gumption to come and knock on the door and wanted to show you something, always have a look, because that would be the one thing that if you didn't look at, you would have missed and probably wanted to consume or buy for the shop.
I guess that's a point which is well worth making. Someone walks in the door and shows you something, are you going to feel more inclined to say, yeah, this is exactly the sort of thing I need?
Well, I think you can always remember when you're young, probably going for a job interview, nearly not going through the door. Maybe I'm not as confident as you, Mark, but turning away. I mean, I went to see Tommy Nutter, but I remember going for a tele-sales call, and I didn't go in when I didn't like the look of the building. But if someone has got, the nous to come in and say, can I show you what I'm doing? It's always good to have a look at. Sometimes it's stuff that you're not interested in. But more and more, the people who actually, believe in their product, want to come and show it to you, usually is interesting.